Okay, I don't really agree with the whole the iPhone's the best phone in the world. It's fantastic. I've got an iPod Touch. I can only imagine how much cooler it would be to have one that can actually make phone calls and send messages. But there's a hitch. I also have a BlackBerry Storm. I know I can already hear people going, ooh, in the background. I'm sure everyone knows how shitty a phone it is. But I also am aware of the fact that having a touchscreen only phone, not always the best. Really not. Even though, like I said, iPod is great. I don't know. I'm one of those people. I'm one of the people who I like having a keyboard too. That's why I like the Verizon LG uh, NV Touch. It's a great phone. I like the Rogue. I like the Versa. Not as much as I like the other two, but still. And I think I'm gonna like the Droid because even though it's not, I believe Motorola's making it, but it's running Android, and that's a big plus for me because Android just is great. I love the Google G1. I think it's a great phone. Actually, and I would say that is the best phone out there right now. Not the best selling, but the best phone because the only reason it's not the best selling is because Verizon doesn't have it or AT&T doesn't have it. It's T-Mobile. T-Mobile's third, fourth maybe. I don't know. Sprint might have beaten them. Actually, I think Sprint's higher up there than T-Mobile. And it's just not really that. I mean, it's not. It's the only reason it's not the most like an incredibly popular phone is because of the fact that it is just it's T-Mobile, and you can't really use any other. And when a phone like that is only for a network like T-Mobile, well, it doesn't sell as much as it should. Now, biggest thing I have to say is I just think that I love the OS X mobile, whatever that Apple put into their iPod Touch and their iPhone, especially the new 3GS. It's a great phone. If you haven't tried it yet, it's. I was messing with one at the Apple Store. I was messing with one at the Apple Store the other day, and it's awesome. But at the same time, I've also my friend has a G1, and it's amazing. It does everything. It's got everything you could possibly want. Okay, it doesn't have the millions of apps that Apple has. What is that now? 100,000 something? Maybe a couple 100,000 apps? I don't know. Whatever. Um, it doesn't have all that. It doesn't have an app for everything in the world, but it has what you need. It has some games. It's got some cool stuff. But really, who needs most of those apps? The gun one, where you pretended that your iPod is now a gun. That's necessary. Yeah, that's important. I love stupid apps, but not ones like that. That's just retarded. And I mean, I think Apple overdoes it sometimes with their stuff. They give you more than you need. They give you more than most people would want, and then they overcharge you for it. And that's just a little excessive. For example, and again, before I say anything, I just want everyone to know I love iLife. I think it's fantastic. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how often do you use Photo Booth and i iMovie? And, well, if you're on YouTube, you probably and you have a Mac, you're probably using iMovie a lot. But GarageBand, what else we got on this thing? iTunes, everyone uses all the time. iPhoto, stuff like that. It just how often do you really how often do you really like use them? Some of the less like, especially GarageBand, stuff like that. And I just don't really see the point. I mean, what if instead of that, instead of having all that software, they dropped the price $200-300, and then had that software as an option. Which again, I mean, it would, and then maybe have that software as an option for that much, which is a good idea. I mean, kind of. Although I don't think it actually costs $200-300. Probably costs around, well, maybe 200. I just don't know what 300. Um. Anyway, long story short, I think that the Android, the new Motorola Android will be awesome. I have Verizon, so it's nice to get a phone that works, and that like a smartphone that actually can compare to the Apple iPod, iPhone GS, or iPhone 3GS, whatever. I'm tired. Don't judge me. Um. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks, Soldier Knows Best. You got some great videos, and peace out.